Hello everybody, welcome today to this episode of Tattoo How To. On this episode of Tattoo How To, I'm going to teach you guys how to draw Japanese clouds and wind bars. Alright guys, so this is one of the bread and butters to Japanese traditional tattooing. If you don't know, it's pretty much the background is so dominant, it is the main part of the image. So the foreground is part of the background in a sense. Whereas in typical Western art, the foreground is the main object and then you'd add background to look like it's behind it. So anyways, let's get into this. Pick a place to start. Let's start on this bottom corner right here. And let's just get to it. So we'll just do a few clouds. They got to be different sizes, okay guys? You don't want them all the same or it's going to look like I don't know, a lace collar or something. So let's just keep it going. All right. Now you see how I did that? That's going to be the wind bar right there. So we're going to keep them going in that same curvature as we go up this paper. And when I'm done, we'll roll the paper out and make it look like it's a forearm or a shoulder or something, so you guys can get an idea of why you curve the wind bars. If you do them straight, I'm just warning you, and then you end up tattooing it onto an arm. That's why you don't stencil this stuff. When you draw it onto the person with a Sharpie, it'll look like you tattooed onto that barber pole or a candy cane. So insert laugh here, but that's not what you want to do. So as you can see, we got the wind bars going in the same direction. Okay. Now these clouds can get bigger as we start going up this page because we've got more landscape to fill, but we're not going to keep going the same direction the whole way. That's another problem. Some people will just keep going the same direction the whole time. If you do that, it'll also look kind of funky because the goal with these wind bars and clouds is to be like the wind and go in different directions, but you want to go in directions that make sense, in my opinion. So you'll see what we're gonna do. Let's keep this going right there. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do them coming this way. All right. We don't have any foreground here yet, so if this had foreground, which I'll show you at the end of the episode, we'll get into that talk. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna, if they're going this way, I want them to go this way now. I want them in a opposite direction. So your eyes can go one way and then lead into this other way. Okay. And we'll just leave it like that. So what we're going to do here now, hopefully you guys can see this, but we're going to come right here and put in some clouds coming down. So these could have been this way. I could have went the other way where they're facing up. In this case, because I curved this wind bar this way, I want the clouds going out. So that's why I went this way, if you're curious. And I'll explain how you shade this stuff in. It would take a 5-hour video to show you, so I'll just explain it and you can hopefully understand it. Alright guys, and let's just throw the last row down here. Alright, so it looks like we got a page of clouds and wind bars, and the next thing we do before I roll these up, let's move this page over here. Let's get a new paper. Alright. So now I'm going to show you guys how to put clouds around a foreground object or a main object on the piece. So let's just sketch in like a dragon head or something. Let's just say this is our dragon head or what have you. Your your object. Okay, so let's say this is your foreground object. You're going to want to surround it with the cloud, okay? This is how they do it traditionally. So you come in here and you want to contour it in a sense to the creature or object. So if you notice, I'm going small in between this head area, then bigger again, compensate to fit that ear or horn in. All right. If you look at a lot of traditional Japanese tattoos where the artist knows what they're doing, you'll notice that when they are clouds, they do this with the clouds. They surround the object. They're supposed to be like literally, from what I remember, it's supposed to show that they're coming out of the clouds, but I guess that's for each artist to translate. So if you could imagine something like this, okay? You can come out of here with wind bars, you know. And in this case, I'd actually just go in a swirl pattern around. So you go something like that maybe, and then you come in here and I mean, there's a lot of things you could add. Cherry blossoms, petals, lightning bolts, lanterns, writing, all kinds of things. So and again, you practice on paper, but when it comes to tattooing this stuff, you're going to be sharpening this on your client. So be confident in what you're doing. That's all I could recommend to you guys. And it might look like this stuff's upside down, but you'll see where we're going with this once I roll it up. You could also sometimes have, you don't always have to have this wind bar cloud thing either. It could actually be where, I'll show you right now. So you could do 2 wind bars in a row. You can offset them. It's up to your preference. The rules there are a little different, so let's say that I don't want to do no more clouds. I can literally start going into smaller wind bars or something, you know. That's up to you. The way that this stuff gets shaded, all right, so if you can imagine there's your dragon, there's this, and the way you'd shade this is going to be black around the cloud edge, okay, and it's going to get lighter as it gets to the wind bar. So literally, if you could imagine, obviously this isn't a fucking, excuse the French, this isn't a shader, but let's say that we were just gonna emulate it right here. So if you could imagine, okay, so where the cloud is, you're gonna want to go dark as shit, because technically you're gonna end up with black in the shape of the wind bar, okay, and then you're gonna be like at a medium and then to nothing at the edge. So, and this would be skin, and then you would literally go right here and you'd go black to light gray. So this would go black to light gray, and you'd fill this in with a skin edge around it, you know. And I'll show you guys in a tattoo at the end of this video also what it looks like when it's on a person. So, and you could actually do these all black. These could be light gray, dark gray. Wind bars could be oscillating in color. They could be staggered in color back and forth. So whatever you guys want to do is up to you. It's up to your style. So either way, let's roll these up so you can see what they look like. Okay, guys? So if you can imagine, let's say this one, we'd put this around an arm. You know, maybe it'd look like this or something. You know, let me see. I don't know, maybe something like that. Or this could even be like this. This is like maybe a forearm or something. You could, I don't know, have it like this. So you guys can get the idea. You're gonna have to see. Just so you guys get an idea. The little point. And then this one, let's look at this one real quick. So you can imagine this. This could either be a shoulder, you know, but now you can see why. So let's say he was coming down. You know, you could do something like this. It would look something like that, maybe on the arm, you know what I mean? So all this stuff is literally going to get, you know, contoured into the shape of the body. So, and that's why you want it curved. The body doesn't have nothing straight on it. So, either way, hope you guys like this video, and please like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully you learn how to draw Japanese traditional clouds and wind bars. And thank you guys for watching with the Widowmaker Plus 5, and I'm out.